morning, Carla. Good morning, everyone else. And so here we are. What is today anyway? Today's Thursday. Wow. Week is going by fast. I guess that's what happens as we get a little bit older. I'm only a little bit older. So, this morning I felt the need to pull out the oldest cards I have. Reach a little bit deeper. So how old are these? God, I don't even remember when I first got them. They're over 20 years old. But I was just sitting here shuffling. Thinking about when I first started doing the morning meditations. It's like, all right, I know what I'm supposed to do, but I'm not feeling it. You ever heard the term fake it till you make it? Because that's what I was doing. It's that thing, it's like, well, even if you don't feel like it, just fake it. Fake it till you make it. And so I sat there. I did the breath. I shuffled, listening to the sounds of the cards. Letting my shoulders droop. It's like, okay, I'm doing it. But it's like totally in my head. And then eventually, you just do it enough times. It's like playing the guitar, you know, your fingers just start learning where to go on the fretboard. And if you just sit there and just say, all right, I'm shuffling the cards. All right, I'm relaxing. You totally forget what you're doing. It's the muscle memory kicks in. It's kind of what this is like now. Every morning when I pick up these cards now, I'm waiting to hear the sound. So fake it till you make it. Act as if. That's what I was told. So what has the universe got for us today? Good morning, Maureen. So let's see if the universe has any tips or tricks, any hints, any angers or resentments for us to look at. See if we can look at them this morning before we have to deal with them later on today. And so instead of reacting, we can surprise people. Notice I always say that. That's for myself. To remind myself, it's like, let's look at anything now before anything can pop up. Again, it's that whole fake it till you make it thing. It's like, you do it enough times, it's like you do remember. And I have remembered. It's funny. It's like the reading will come back. So when we do that good stuff for ourselves, Maureen, like the yoga and all that other stuff, even if we're learning how to do it in the beginning, if we fake it till we make it, if we just act as if, it really does stick. And I guess again, it's for the bad stuff we do for ourselves also. You know, any negative thoughts, any time that, you know, I've said to a friend, if anybody else talked to you the way that you talk to you, you would beat them up. It's true. So, let's see. Let's do our 3 and 1. Carla, I think today I'll do the how to do the poker shuffle today. See if I can make it easy. That one last breath, shoulders relaxed. Okay, so what do we have today? We have the Hierophant. This could be going in a bunch of different directions, but it's about being conservative. It's about learning. It's about, if it's like an institution, it's about following rules. And we have the 2 of Cups, which is about sharing. 2 people finding that balance and coming together. Good morning, Shelby. Then we have the Seven of Cups again. So it's one of those things about having these established rules, knowing our boundaries. And when I see twos like this, it's almost as if there's a balance going on here. So here we have on one side is the boundaries, the strict rules, the institution, being conservative, doing things the way we always have. Doing things the way we always have. Over here we have the Seven of Cups. Sevens are all about that potential. You know, we're coming out of the sixes where we're moving from, reminiscing and things like that to kind of daydreaming about it. And here we have the pie in the sky stuff. We have the person of our dreams. We have jewels. We have the laurel wreath. We have the home. But we also have our fears here. There are all these fantasy things that we kind of live up in our head. And it's like we're balancing the two and trying to come together between the Hierophant and the Seven of Cups. So what is the advice saying? Wow. And here we have again, so another seven for one thing. But the Seven of Swords showed up this week as advice prior. If I remember correctly, I'd have to go back and look. So, what's the story with the mysterious ghostly cup in the middle? Well, that could be your fantasy self. That could be how you see you. That could be the surprise person that you're looking for. It's where you look at the card and then you look at the situation and the other cards around it and you fill in that blank yourself. So the question would be, based on each day, each moment, where you are, the question is, only you know what's in that mysterious ghostly cup. I'm sure that, as Pamela Coleman Smith made these, she probably had a checklist of things that she wanted in each one of the cups. And there may be some Golden Dawn reason that I'm not sure of, that maybe nobody's really sure of right now. But that's kind of how I see it, since I'm more of an intuitive anyway. But the big question is that what is it that we are dissatisfied with? And then what is it that we're coming together with? Because we have these unrealistic fantasies, these daydreams. So the Seven of Swords, some people look at this as, you see keywords like treachery, things like that. And it's like, all right, so in a real world, it's like, okay, treachery could be somebody doing something negative to us. But in the real world, when we're looking at this, how can we fit this into today, a day-to-day kind of thing? I also look at this as selfishness. This is somebody who is being selfish, thinking that they deserve those swords. Thinking that, those two are just good enough for you. It is its own form of treachery, but it's just our own way, unless the situation says, beware other people. So here we have a reversal here. It's saying beware being selfish, beware being underhanded, beware. It's saying maybe sometime in the past we've been that way. We have been, we didn't realize that we were being quote unquote selfish and self-seeking. So, and in the middle we're coming together here. So, when you have somebody, and I think that the Hierophant, which was originally called the Pope, that's that dogma that we get stuck in our head. I'm always right because, well, I don't need an excuse. I'm just right. or that's just how we've always done it, or that's just how everything has been. So that's one side. And we all have that. That's just how things are. And then we have on the other side, we have, yeah, but this is what I've always wanted. This is what I've always dreamed about. This is what my hopes have always been. And they keep getting dashed. So it's almost coming together with, you know, someone who has all these fantastical, you know, the things we want, even if it doesn't work out. And on the other side, you know, and that's up in our head. And here we have a piece of rock. So we have something that's ephemeral, that's just out there. And here we have this rock that says, this is a fact. And somehow they're coming together. And it's saying, find a compromise. I know you think that you're right, and I know that, you know, you think you deserve, you know, that this is what you want, but it's like, you know, you still haven't gotten it. It's like disappointed. And to let the selfishness go and just to come together, not to be so dogmatic, not to be so, this is how we've always done it. And to be, you know, but this is all what I've always wanted. This is what my dreams have been. And it's like dash, and it's like, it's not even unrealistic. It's like so stuck in my head. And it's saying, what about coming together? Let go of the past. Accept the future. It's like, you know, that it's reversed. It may not be real. Accept that this may not be real. And come together and not be selfish about it. Not try and fight and say, this is what I want. Or saying, this is what I want. And then being selfish about it and saying, well, you know what? I'll just take what I want and leave you behind. Instead, it's that this could be a self-compromise. This could be, this is what the church has always told me. This is what I've always wanted. It's like, you know, regardless of anything, the church may have taught us good morals. It may have taught us community, but maybe it's time to let go. But maybe we also thought, you know, outside the church, it's like, here's all these huge, great ideas, you know, that aren't being fulfilled. So I'm just unsatisfied that way too. And that could be our consciousness coming together. And with the 2 sevens reversed, again, sevens are about potential, ambition, moving forward. You know, we're just about to move to the 8s where things are going to be moving possibly too fast, because that's all about the progress. And we're coming from the 6s, which is about the harmony. So 7s reverse, it's like it's bringing something to a halt that should be moving forward, or as we examine those potentials. So it's kind of bringing us to a stop here before we move too fast and get out of hand. So today's reading is about compromise, our wants, and what we think is right. What we think is right is this, because that's dealing with the Pope, dealing with the Hierophant, that's written in stone. Dealing with the 7 of Cups, that's our fantasies, that's what we want. Even if we know they're unrealistic, and the 7 is reversed because it's gotten to the point of being negative. It's about bringing it together and letting it go. Not being selfish and self-seeking. This card is absolutely about being selfish and self-seeking. So what is the opposite of that? Being willing to compromise on what we think we want and have. What we're taught and our hopes. Being willing to compromise. And dang it, this plays right into a frickin' situation that's going on. Two people with two separate beliefs. Who's going to budge? Well, the decision comes down to, are we going to be selfish and self-seeking or not? I mean, even the cards. This person is dressed with the bright colors and everything else that goes with this card, with the ideals and the seeking and the fantasy, the wants. And this person is dressed in that blue, conservative, white, which goes perfect with that card. It really is funny. And yet here's our subconscious. Even though we're handing the cups to each other, it's like, yeah, but I'm still right. That card is sitting there, totally our subconscious. So, this morning and today, I know personally for me, I'm going to have to take a look at it. And boy, I just don't like looking at stuff. I don't like looking at stuff. So, I hope everybody here has an amazing day, has an amazing week. And yeah, I'm going to do the shuffling the cards next as a video. I'll try and do that today, as a matter of fact, and get that posted. So, thank you all so much. And I will see you tomorrow, and I'm grateful for that. And I hope, again, you have an amazing day. Thank you very much.